Hi guys, Billy back, and I'm going to be doing a Mezco review of the first black character from the Marvel Universe to get his own movie. I am of course talking about Black Panther. Oh. Okay, first off, let's have a quick look at this box. As you can see, it's very boxy. It's got corners, it's got Blade written across the top, it's got a logo there, there's another corner, there's another corner. On the side, got a little bit of a Blade logo there. And on the back, we can see you've got a lovely picture of him here, all the accessories and a few poses for you to take a look at. There's a barcode. You ever seen a barcode before? There's one. There's another side of it, top, bottom, and then when you slip this off, you can see a window on the inside. And here he is, straight out of the packaging. I've just managed to put the coat on him. I've put his throwing stars, or the throwing blades here into the belt. I've got his metal stakes just here. I've also got him holding his sword with a gripped hand, and I've got a trigger gun holding hand with the machine gun, or the submachine gun, in his hand there. And I've also put a pair of sunglasses on him. And straight out of the box, I have to say, he is an absolutely lovely figure. Absolutely amazing. I think Mezco are really starting to get into their stride now, and they've managed to do it so that the bodies are a bit slimmer. They're managing to shrink down that clothing a little bit so it's not too puffy, and they're getting to a point now where they are becoming like the one to beat, so to speak. People are going to have to compete with them to get better. Soap studios are starting to rise up as well, but these are the guys who really are the 1/12 premier soft goods kings at the moment. Okay, straight off the bat, we can see in his first head sculpt, really nice. It's got some great painting in it and some fantastic sculpting. For a 1/12, that's very detailed, and it's not too overly done with the facial hair there. It's kept smooth and slim. Glasses really add to it. They're not too thick, and they've given you 4 pairs of these sunglasses so that you don't have to worry about breaking one and then desperately trying to find a replacement. That's very nice. You can see all that sculpting going around. You can see that the tattoo runs down into the neck there. Superbly detailed. And here's the second head sculpt, and that's a really nice one. You can see the tattoo goes all the way around again. Great styling, good detail in there. You see there's some wrinkling around the cheeks and the eye area. Those fangs look good. I only wish that the tongue on the inside was a little bit more glossy. It's a bit more satiny than gloss, but that's not hard to do. You can just buy a little bit of clear gloss and put that in. That's a very nice head sculpt. In fact, I think I might be posing it with this. It's just more dramatic, looks better. Let's see what it's like with it on. And here he is with that head sculpt on in a pose, shooting the submachine gun with the sword just hanging off over the back there. And I think that looks pretty sweet. I'm gonna get plenty of poses out of this guy. He's definitely a very fun figure to have in the collection. Let's see what he looks like with the shades on, shall we? And there we go, that's him with the shades on. It does knock down the expression a little bit, but you still get the furrowed brow and everything. The shades don't block that out, which is really good. And here he is, minus the coat. Got him posing with the shotgun, this time with the shotgun blast coming out. He looks fantastic. I think I prefer it with the coat on. It's just a little bit more iconic. And they've kind of done this design so it's a little bit like Blade from the 90s movie, but also at the same time Blade from the comic books. And they've sort of gone in the middle and done a sort of a mix, an amalgamation of all the different kinds of Blade. Now I remember that there was some sort of Toy Fair exclusive that they handed out to members of the press, and that had 2 bald head sculpts, which goes with some of the comic books. But you didn't get that with this guy. It was never advertised with it, so you can't be surprised it didn't come with it. But it is a shame that they weren't able to do that, and it would have been really nice. But as you can see, this is a very nicely detailed shotgun. The pump action does move up and down. Some nice weathering in it, but not too much, and you can hold it pretty comfortably. The strap does fall down, unfortunately. I've tried to keep it up, but it does slip down. I think I'd have to spend a little while really futzing with it to get that to stay. One of the only gripes I've got with this is that the stitching around the neck, it's a little bit big for the scale. It's not too bad, it's just a really minor niggle, but it is a little bit big. But it does look nice, to be fair. And also the belt here, while it looks good and it is quite malleable and flexible, it's really sort of soft rubber, it can ride up into the shirt area, and because this is all actually one piece of clothing. This bit and the trousers are all just one, like it looks like a onesie when you take the belt off. So when this rides up, it shows the line that these two, the top and the bottom half, have been stitched together, and it can look a little bit off. But when you've got that belt stretched down and it's over the trousers just enough to hide that line, it looks fantastic. You've got this nice little pockets on the back. You've got these 2 side pieces here that hold the batarangs in place. Call them batarangs, but you know what they are. They're vampire rangs. Christ knows what you'd call them. I've even forgotten the name of them. I've slipped them in there quite tight. Come on, get out. They can actually turn around and spread out, and you can throw them. And you see all of his stuff is silver because silver kills vampires. Very cool. And then you can fold them back up and put them back in this pouch. And he also comes with 6 stakes, which is really, really good. Because if you lose one, you've always got spares. These are very nicely painted. Simplistic in a lot of ways, but then they're supposed to be pure silver, so what else are they supposed to do with it? But it looks great. I do remember the exclusive coming with red versions of this, and that looked really nice. He also comes with his blade sword. Look at that. Some nice detail in that handle. Some nice detail along the blade here. You can actually see through it. You can see my hand behind it. Very cool, very modern, and kind of reminds you of the film a little bit, doesn't it? And that goes into this sheath here. Very stylized, very modern. And it gets gripped onto this bit here, and the sword just slides in nice and smooth. And on the back here is a magnet. On the back of blade, it just pops on like that. And you can move it around and change it to which angle you prefer it to be. You can have it right in the middle there like that. You can have it to the side like that. He also comes with lots of hands. You can see this is a karate chop hand. He has gun trigger hands, he has gripping hands, he has closed fist hands, and he has relaxed open hands, and he has this karate chop hand. Mezco seemed to do this with quite a few figures. You can see there's some nice detail on there, a little bit of gunmetal on the back with a red trim just around the edging. Cool details. As we can see, submachine gun. Here it is with the fire effect in. Very high tech looking. Great detail. Nice weathering. Not overly done. And the clip comes out and reveals a silver bullet inside. Now that's a lovely detail, isn't it? They actually did a silver bullet. They didn't just forget what they were doing and then just do like a brass colored bullet. They actually made sure it was a silver bullet. Great touch, Mezco. And like I said, he also comes with this jacket. Very cool inside red insert, like a real coat. Got a bendy wire all the way through this, so you can pose it so it's wind's blowing on it if you so wish. Collar can be bent, got a wire through the top there, looks awesome. Some great details and stitching in the back, including these shoulder pieces here, coming all the way down. You can see how many pieces of pleather it made to make this. It's got these awesome bits here, just to break up the monotony of the black pleather. There's a bit of fabric design in there as well. The zip's not too bad. Zip height is a little big, but they always are on these figures. And if you've got the super duper exclusive version like I did, he will also come with a very miniature sort of tax form that he uses. Now what he does is he takes this and he screws it all the way up and he just chucks it over there because Blade don't pay no taxes. And he also comes with a slew of little mini post-it notes that he carries around and hands to people. I think, what does this one say? Let me have a look at this one. Fuck you, Ryan Reynolds, you no good hack. You will never have your own Marvel movie franchise, you loser. That's just, well, that's patently untrue and also just a little bit rude if you ask me. And as you can see, he also comes with the usual Mezco stand with the Mezco flight action arm that all of them come with, and it's got a foot peg in. Now you can pop that foot peg out, put this in to get him into sort of flight poses or action jumping poses and that type of thing. Now I have mentioned before that the size of the Mezco stands, for me anyway, just not, I don't think a lot of people have a problem with it, but I do. I just don't like the size, and the reason that is because I think these are approximately all the way across are about 5 inches. So this figure is about 6.5 inches high, and the average hot toy is about 12.5 inches high. Now I have done the maths on this, and you can probably do the maths in your head right now. But that would mean each hot toy stand would be roughly around 10 inches in size, which is roughly the circumference of the slightly bigger flight stands that Hot Toys does. If you go from the top here to this side, it's roughly about 10 inches. Just the top part, not the bottom part. So if you had that in a big circular plate, this would be the size of every single Hot Toy stand, and you just couldn't pose them. You just wouldn't have half as many figures if every stand you had to be that size. And that's what I'm trying to say. They could shrink the stand down just a little bit and give us a little bit more space to display them, or at least sell another one themselves that we know will definitely fit the foot pegs that we're trying to do, will be designed specifically for the Mezcos, and make it so that we could fit more on our shelves. Overall, this is an absolutely stunning release from Mezco yet again. We always sit there and we're always bitching and griping and going, where is it, where is it, where is it? And for all the little niggly bits that I complain about, still, they do seem to be releasing some consistently fantastic figures. And this is just another example of that. I'm really starting to get into the enjoyment of this Mezco 112 line. I really hope with companies like Great Twins and Soap Studios, we're going to get a lot more level of this quality of figure in 112 scale, just because I really don't have the space for a load more 1/6 figures. Honestly, I love this figure as much as Wesley Snipes hates the Taxman. Okay guys, that's it for now. out. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and if you could do me a favour now, if you get the fuck out of my cave, I'm going to play with this guy for God knows how many hours. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye bye.